How to use Microsoft Loop for project management. Welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into Microsoft Loop, one of the most exciting new tools in the productivity world. If you're managing projects, collaborating with a team, or juggling tasks across platforms, Loop might just be your next best friend. In this video, I'll show you on how you can use Microsoft Loop for project management, go over its top features, and help you set up your first workspace the right way. Let's jump right in. Before we head over into our review, the first thing that we need to talk about is what exactly is Microsoft Loop. Loop is Microsoft's modern collaboration and productivity application. Think of it as a mix between Notion, Trello, and Microsoft 365. It's built to help teams collaborate in real time using components, dynamic pieces of contents that can live inside Microsoft Teams, Outlook, Word for the web. And now, inside the Loop itself, it's designed for flexible work environments where documents, checklists, and project plans aren't just flies but live, interactive content. It's cloud-first, mobile-friendly, and deeply integrated with Microsoft 365 applications. And so let's talk about the key features of project management. Let's talk about why it's perfect for these types of content like project management. First things first, we have Workspaces. These are your big picture project hubs. You can simply create a workspace for each project team or client. Everything related to the project like notes, tasks, deadlines lives here. Second, we have Pages. Basically, inside those workspaces, you have pages kind of like documents. Use them for roadmaps, meeting notes, or campaign plans. Third, we then have the Loop components. This is the magic of Loop. You can simply create tables, task lists, or checklists that live inside a Loop page and get copied other apps like Themes or Outlook, and they stay in sync no matter where they are. We then have real-time collaboration as another feature. You can work on the same page or task list with your team in real time, just like in Google Docs or Notion. We have task management. Loops allows you to assign tasks, set due dates, and track status directly inside the Loop component. And lastly, for the features of project management, we then have the integration with 365 or Microsoft 365. Since it's part of the Microsoft's ecosystem, it simply connects smoothly with Outlook, Themes, To-Do, OneNote, and more. And so, how can we set up Loop project? So the first thing that you want to do is to head over to the official website of Microsoft Loop. In here, you then have to click on the button to get started with Loop. Now, this is free if you are using it for yourself, but if you want to use additional features, you might pay for their pricing plans right here. And so, let's head over to the account dashboard. This is where you've been taken after logging in your account. For our first step, you then want to create a workspace. You can do that by navigating through the Getting Started button right here. This is basically the Getting Started workspace, and if we want to create one, you simply want to click on the Getting Started button. It will then take us to all of our workspace. Once again, we have a default workspace, that is the Getting Started workspace. Let's navigate by clicking on the New Workspace button. And if you have a lot of workspace already, and if you want to simply view all of them, you can just click on the Browse All Workspaces button. It will then take you to this page where you can simply click on your workspace. Now, let's navigate back to the default workspace right here. So let's navigate back to the New Workspace button. Just click on it, and you will be able to simply write a title for your workspace. Now let's say that me and my team are working on a project for a YouTube channel, so let's type YouTube project right here. Right after that, click on the Create button. You can also add icons if you want to personalize your own workspace. Click on Create, and once inside, we will then be taken to this page where we can simply add our pages. You can create your main files. For example, you have your project overview, you have timeline and milestones, weekly meeting notes, task assignments, and lastly, content calendar. Now in here, let's start with clicking the blank page button. And simply inside, you can then go ahead and type anything that you want to put in your workspace. Now let's just go ahead and put this as an example. And from here, we have managed to create a page that anyone can see inside our workspace. Now to create a new page, let's just click on the create new page button on the column right here. And simply inside, you will be able to choose a template. Once again, you have your blank page where you can start from scratch. You have your project brief where you can plan, organize, and more. You then have team decision, project planning, and lastly, meeting notes. Now, let's click on the project brief right here, which will open up a template. And inside, of course, we can edit this the way we want to. You have your icon right here. You then have your template to simply type anything you want for your project, and below you then have your goals. Now take note that this is only a template. Of course, you can edit your workspace the way you want to, or you can edit this page to whatever type of project template you want to put in your workspace. From here, we then have our goals, so you can just list all of your goals for your YouTube channel. Now, the number one goal for this specific channel is going to be gain subscribers. Right after, you then want to hit on enter, and you can simply type something like create a video. Below that, you then have your team members. So for example, we have Jack, we have Sparrow, and we have Jack Sparrow right here. You then have your role, video editor, graphics designer, and lastly, thumbnail creator. You have your location and you have your working hours. Then you have your project deliveries. Now, in my case, it's going to be YouTube management or YouTube channel. So let's go ahead and say that our topic for today is going to be something about cars. You just have to put your title name or task name, assigned to, due date, and your bucket. If this is finished, you can just click on it, click on add option, and you can add something like done. From there, you then have your relevant links. So now that you know the basics of Microsoft Loop, you can simply just go ahead and customize your workspace the way you want to. Now, this is where we have to do the most important step. This is by adding members to our workspace. To do that, you simply want to navigate through the invite and manage member beside your workspace name right here. Simply inside, you just want to type for the workspace member. Now let's go ahead and say that my member's name is going to be Jack Sparrow once again. So you can just type that name right here. Right after, you will be able to simply share this specific workspace by clicking on the share button. Click on the page link and you will be able to send this specific link to someone. But if you want to share the entire workspace, you can just click on the workspace button and from there you will be able to simply do so. And so guys, those are the basics on how you can simply use Microsoft Loop as a project management. I hope this video has been helpful. Please like, subscribe, and follow us for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.